We in this piece, man. God, God, God. Hey, man. The haters. Let's talk about it. I've been getting a lot of backlash about what I said on 5150 regarding Cassie. I done got tagged. I done had certain people inbox me, calling me a clown. I done had women say I'm an abuser. This is how abusers talk. I've heard everything. I've heard it all, man. Let's talk about it today, y'all. Let's talk about it today, man. Y'all pile in, man. Let's do it, man. This gonna be a great conversation today, man. God, God, God. He said it's Trina there. Now look, man, it's human behavior to assume the worst when somebody is saying something. Or it's normal human behavior to assume the worst. When you don't know nobody, you don't have any concrete details about the person. You don't really know any intricate facts about a person. You will assume the worst. So that clip that's rotating around YouTube, I get how somebody can get the wrong idea. And that's where you just got to kind of let people just have the wrong idea. Fuck them. Fuck them. We support women around here. Puff Daddy is a bitch-ass nigga for what he did to old girl. We all know that. But there's two sides to every story, real spittery. You're not going to make me a woman abuser because I don't like, because I didn't say something that you liked. A video with no audio is not enough evidence for $30 million. They didn't give him that they didn't give Cassie that $30 million because of that video. There's other evidence that we don't know about. Just the video is not sufficient enough to prosecute anybody. What we're witnessing is a public beheading of Puff Daddy. They're putting a bunch of shit out there about the man, letting it circulate, so by the time they come to the forefront with the case they building on him, the fucking world will already hate him. And guess who's in the world? The potential jurors. So the more they propagandize this and go against Puffy, the more this is common knowledge to the everyday working person. When they finally pick a jury to call his case, they're already gonna be jaded. Are you not understanding what this is? Puffy has not been arrested. If this was a real criminal case at this point, he would have already been arrested. So you people indicting him like he's already been convicted. He hasn't, but it's on the way. It's on the way. You better understand that media is a tool. It's not to inform you, it's to persuade you. If you're already persuaded about what you've learned in the media, you are another level of idiot. This is the same media that used to say we were 3/5 of a human being. And you're going to take what they give us at face value? Fuck out of here. You people don't get it, and you women are too easily persuaded by things that seem like they're true, but not really true. As much as women hate each other, I can't believe that it is beyond the average woman to think that a woman that abuses another woman does not deserve consequences. That video we saw of Cassidy is a crime. When police investigate crimes, everybody's in question, even the victim. Because we don't know who's a victim until we have the evidence to support them being a victim. We can't just assume somebody's a victim because it looks like it. Gotta be smarter than that, people. You gotta be smarter than a Pop-Tart. People should just be able to put your thoughts in a toaster and cook you and eat you alive because you're too dumb to understand that it's artificial flavoring inside the Pop-Tart. It's not really a snack. It's a tasty death. Somebody said, actually, no one is a victim. I ain't drunk. This is water. Spring water. I was on somebody's site reading the comments somebody sent me, and a woman said, oh, I can tell he's an abuser. I've never abused a woman. I can tell he's an abuser. You can't hold a woman accountable without people thinking you against women? Are you fucking crazy? Up in arms. Females stay hating, man. I love y'all, man. But that's why I tell y'all females aren't a monolith. We got a lot of good women in the world. But women who think it's not okay to hold women accountable when they abuse other women, that's fucking a miscarriage of justice. Like women just innately do the right thing. Like every baby a nigga is taking care of is his. It's some niggas taking care of kids and they don't even know that that's not their kids. And that ain't abuse? Come on, man. It's some men taking care of kids and they don't even know that them ain't their kids. Shouldn't that be a crime? To make somebody feel, to lie to somebody? Somebody said Kraig fell off. Oh, you wish I fell off, G-Stacks. You better do more research, buddy. You know, this entertainment game is a game where you always got to constantly be pivoted and changing shit up, dog. Don't say I fell off. You ain't doing research, my guy. And that's relevant, real deal, Holyfield. And all you hookers and hoes know how I feel. Man, they stay wishing, man. They stay wishing, I tell you, man. Shout out to Snoop Dogg for sharing my song the other day. Snoop Dogg heard Bitch I Got a Bag and shared it the other day. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Shout out to the singer Bilal, since I done fell off. Shout out to the singer Bilal that shared my shit the other day and commented to me. You know, we gonna be working together too. Yeah, I done fell off, huh? Snoop Dogg sharing my shit, I done fell off, though. You fucking retarded. You know, these niggas ain't never gonna respect nothing but their emotions. Coward ass nigga. But look, back to the shit. I got a cousin from Long Beach. I ain't gonna say his name because his kids are grown. He was a West Coast member of the Wu-Tang Clan. It's a cousin through my cousin. He got into an argument with his girl. She stabbed him in the chest, hit him right in the heart. He died. Woman is doing life in prison, right? Now, if there was a video of this incident, you know, it would have seemed like he wasn't defending himself because he's the bigger, stronger human being. But in actuality, his woman started tripping on him, and he's trying to stop her from tripping, and she stabbed him to death. All women ain't victims. Let's talk about it. I was messing with a woman one time who was fairly famous. I told her I didn't want to mess with her no more. She said she was going to get me blackballed because I didn't want to give her no dick no more. Never abused this woman, never did anything disrespectful, just didn't want to mess with her no more. This motherfucker still be calling me. Not saying nothing on the phone, playing R&B music in the background and shit. I know it's her. Is that cyberbullying? I done had women call everybody I know and lie on me. I had a woman lying, telling motherfuckers I was stalking her and calling and hanging up on her. I done had her say that a woman I know was doing the same thing. Women be lying, man. Women ain't all victims. Some of these bitches are scumbag bitches. Why are we acting like it's a world full of Claire Huxtables? It's not. You ever heard of Lorena Bobbitt? She cut off a man's penis and threw it in the field. You ever heard of Emma Roberts? I'm going to give you some women. You ever heard of Whitney Houston? She got Bobby Brown hooked on crack cocaine. Y'all think Bobby did it to herself. Whitney got Bobby hooked. Ain't nobody calling her an abuser. Getting somebody hooked on cocaine is a lot worse than getting slapped on. You ever heard of Hope Solo? Soccer star. She was abused of domestic violence against her own sister. I don't hear y'all dragging this bitch in the media. You ever heard of Kelly, how you say this bitch name? Benjamin? She beat up her boyfriend, Nick Stovenoff, and was charged with third-degree assault. This is a famous white actress. I don't see y'all dragging her through the mud. What about Tanya Harding? She paid someone to assault another skater. And she also tried to hit her boyfriend with a tire iron. She was convicted of misdemeanor assault. What about Brittany Griner? Brittany Griner used to whoop her girlfriend's ass. These aren't conspiracies, man. These are actual cases. Amber Heard. She was an actress. She was in Never Back Down, The Rum Diaries. She used to be married to Johnny Depp. She was arrested and booked for misdemeanor domestic violence in 2009. I'm naming bitches that ain't victims. All famous, accomplished women who have been convicted. Puffy has not been convicted. Now, I'm not defending Puffy. He is a scumbag for that video. But what I'm saying is this bias that all women are victims is crazy. All women are not to be protected. All women that act right and are respectable and righteous deserve to be protected. If a bitch is out here participating in criminal activity, she's a criminal. I don't protect criminals. What about Brenda Harvey? What about Brenda Harvey, Money Mike? You know who Brenda Harvey is? Y'all should be looking this shit up as I'm saying it to you because it's good game. Brenda Harvey. She was convicted of corporal injury to a spouse, resisting arrest, trespassing, vandalism, battery, and disturbing the peace after an early morning incident when she was released on bail for a $5,000 bail. She used to be married to Lionel Richie. Her name is Brenda Harvey. Come on, man. What about Ryan Hayden? She used to be married to Kristen Slater. She was arrested for domestic violence in 1998. Convicted. Nah, this ain't sparkling water. It's spring water, man. Come on, dog. I don't see Claire Huxtable on this list nowhere. That's why y'all saying who. But these are rich, white actresses I'm naming, except Brenda Harvey was a black woman. But all these other women are rich, white, successful women who have actually been convicted of domestic violence on at least one occasion. G Stacks, show your face. Nigga, ain't nothing happened to me, dog. Living. What you mean, bro? Man, what happened to you? That's the question. What happened to you? David Algam, thee. So back to my point. Puffy is a scumbag individual. He's a bitch-ass nigga for what he did to that woman. But if a woman is complicit in the abuse of another woman, she deserves the same treatment as men that abuse women, all right? And if there's some type of financial gain that Cassie has gained from Puff Daddy, if she was complicit in the demise of Kim, some of that money needs to go to Kim's children, and Cassie needs to be held responsible. Right. Now, since she was, a part of a crime that was committed, what I'm saying is this. Puffy wasn't convicted in court. He didn't go to jail for it. Happened in 2009. She settled, which means that she's hustling. All right, somebody whooped my ass on camera. My woman whooped my ass, I'm leaving her. You know what I'm saying? So she still stayed. AJ Smith said, I'm back. All right, cool, you're back. Much respect, boy. Women do foul shit. I was, the chick I was talking about earlier. Fellas, if you fucking with a chick and she trip every time you leave her house, that bitch gonna do some foul shit to you later. Any woman that does not want to allow you to go back to your own crib every time you leave, she like, if you leave, I'm never gonna talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear from you again if you leave. If you date a chick like that, that's called borderline personality disorder. That woman is gonna get you. I had a woman that never wanted me to leave. I'd be at her house all the time. Soon as I stopped fucking with her, she started calling people and telling them I was homeless. That's crazy. I had a case where I was suing somebody. She contacted the people I was suing. Talk about it. Try to hate on my little money play. Telling you, man. Somebody said roast Drake. Okay. Let me tell you something, man. It's a foul world. When a chick lies, She gonna find your enemies and give them information on you that ain't real. It's just gonna happen. And people gonna take that information and run with it. This shit is a game to some people. If you don't do what they want you to do, they want to destroy you. Understand that everybody ain't your friend. Similar is not the same. They try. Some people got 4, 5 accounts dedicated to seeing what I'm gonna say. They'll archive something, clip it up, send it to somebody. You see what he had to say about you? You gonna let him get away with that? You gonna fuck with that nigga and he owe me money? How I owe you money and I don't know I owe you money? Motherfuckers out here telling people that you owe them money and how I owe you money? Come on, man. You better disappear like Drake. We ain't heard from Drake in 3, 4 weeks. There go G-Stacks again. Show your face, Stacks. I'm in here spiraling off this spring water, huh? Y'all gotta purchase that bitch. I got the bag. See, this what happened when a nigga can't beat you. They fall back to troll. When you're falling back to troll, it's getting bad for you. It's getting bad for you. Hey, this year I done a 8-city tour, put out another album, opened another studio. I'm spiraling. Woo-hoo! I don't know when the new season of Roast Me is coming out. Hopefully soon, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully soon. God bless you, GC. So look, you're a regular person in life. You're going to run across people that do certain things. I'm going to give you some red flags as a young man and young woman to watch out for. Anybody in your life that's calling you, trying to turn you against somebody else you know, is the person you shouldn't be fucking with. Listen to what I'm telling you. Anybody that's contacting you, trying to create doubt about somebody that you both know is the person you shouldn't be fucking with. Let me repeat that. Anybody contacting you, trying to create doubt about somebody that you both know is the person you shouldn't be fucking with. I'm going to be on 5150 tomorrow for sure. Listen to what I'm telling you. They could be talking to that person. Why are they talking to you about it? Right? Why are they talking to you about it? Because deceivers need flying monkeys. They need people to help run their plays. So when somebody is trying to undermine the truth, in order to build confidence or build an alliance with you, they need to have your ear. They need you to listen to them. So that doubt is the connective tissue. The next step is looking for something in that person to point out. I told you he does that. I didn't notice it up until this point, but did you notice when I said this, he said that? That's all connective tissue. Doubt is connective tissue to an overthrow. That's why they call it undermining. They're trying to dig the dirt from beneath someone. And some of you motherfuckers will never know that you've been the victim of this until after. Because they find points of contention. Didn't he say he was going to? Well, why isn't he? That's crazy. That's funny. Kraig reads in third person is hilarious. Somebody said that depends. Well, ask me a question. What do you mean that depends? You know what I'm saying? Let's jump in. I could take it as far as you go with the questions. Especially unconscious mind if they tell you not to say something. See, someone who gives a fuck about you is not going to want you in a mess that they've created. We all can get ourselves into a mess. And if you practice accountability, you know that that's your mess to deal with. So you would never put somebody you care about in the middle of your mess. But when someone is unconsciously set on destroying another person, they want people in the mix of the mess. Because the mess to them is control. It's not them trying to fix a problem or come up with a solution. The mess is control. If everybody is in a mess that they've created, they're in control of the mess and what people are thinking. But if somebody really fuck with you, like, check this out. If a nigga commit a crime and go to jail, you can't go to jail with them. That's their mess. A real nigga go to jail, do his time, get out, and get back to being a real nigga. Right? Somebody said go deeper. It is unconscious. I'm going to tell you why. Because when someone is focused on destroying another person, it takes them further away from dealing with themselves. So the internal turmoil and chaos they feel on a daily from feeling inadequate, from feeling less than, which comes from childhood, destroying you is how they sedate themselves from their conscious mind. You understand what I'm saying? So they got to hunt others, not for the purpose of eating and nourishment, but for the purpose of destruction. That's a big difference when you hunt to eat as opposed to hunt to destroy. Hunting to destroy is a personal thing. It's an internal chaos that you're inflicting on the world. Hunting to eat is nourishment. Yeah, it seems is similar, but it ain't the same. Ask a motherfucker that call you, how many people you done called and told this to? That's another fucking clue. Nah, me and Zoe different. My emphasis is psychological, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of other shit. His focus is completely different than mine, and I'm a comedian. Zoe is not a comedian. He say funny shit sometimes, but I'm a stand-up comedian. You better realize the difference. Ask a motherfucker, hey, how many people have you called and said this shit to about Kraig or whoever they talking about? What are you trying to gain from giving me this information? You're trying to gain an alliance. Why do you want an alliance against somebody that is supposed to be our friend? Building alliances? Why, if we're on the same team, why are you building a sub-alliance within another alliance? That's for control. Some niggas think they can steal everything. You witnessed it with me a few months ago. A few niggas thought they could steal what I built. Making videos, doing what they do. Shout out to them. They did what they did. They tried to destroy a nigga. It's not happening. When you build a solid foundation, weak niggas can't take it from you. But that's the game of life, but hence the word game, because niggas who play that type of niggas are in constant competition. That's why they call it a game. They don't call it a game. The word game is not to be taken lightly. You feel what I'm saying? Once you realize what game it is, you got to be man or woman enough to step out of it because it ain't your game to play. Jealousy, envy, lying, manipulation. If you're a good person, that's not your game to play. You got to let niggas have that. It's already rigged. You got to let them have it. No, you know, but you're not seasoned enough to pay attention to the clues because, you know, when people are using manipulation and deception, they play to your strengths. They love bomb you. They tell you how dope you are. They want to give you your flowers. They play to your strengths. But then when you ain't around, they tell people you're stealing from them. He got that from me. He don't really work. I mean, he cool, but he always late. Okay. I mean, he's straight, but he's cool, but it's always cool, but. You got to realize, man, when you a threat to a motherfucker, they don't look out the window. They don't look in the mirror. They look out the window. Everybody else is at fault. Shout out to you too, man. Respect. I done caught a nigga stealing from me, and he done called everybody and told him I'm in the wrong. Be prepared for losing certain types of weak personalities. And some motherfuckers, you know, they gotta go. It take 1 or 2 lies for certain types of people to leave your life. When they go, let them go. R.I.P. Teddy Ray. I know it's hard too because the manipulator will make you comfortable because they're just wooing you for the kill. I got somebody hit me on my phone from a number I don't know, sending me pictures and doing research on me, telling me they're going to pull up on me at my studio. I don't know this motherfucker, but it's somebody that don't like me. You feel what I'm saying? You just get people that just dislike you sometimes. You feel me? It just is what it is. If that person is watching, you pull up here unannounced, and it's going to be a long day for you. It's going to be a long day for you. Oh, what did they say about me on academics, man? That's hilarious, man. I got... That's hilarious. Somebody said okay, whatever. Motherfuckers saying names and whatever it is, man. The nigga, motherfuckers don't want to get hurt out here. I don't give a fuck how manipulative somebody is. They don't want to be hurt out here. It's cool to talk that shit when somebody ain't around and make it seem like something's a certain way. But when it's up, it's up. You know what I mean? So that's why you remove yourself from certain situations, because it ain't necessarily necessary for shit to be up. Especially if you're on a higher level than somebody. Because if you're on a higher level than somebody and they draw you into a beef, it's up for them, but it's really down for you. You're not gaining nothing from beefing with somebody who doesn't like you because their feelings are hurt. They'll make it seem like it's something else, but niggas be out here hurt. Like straight females. Get up. I'm already up. They said Kraig built like a friendly grizzly. It ain't even really revenge. You know, you shouldn't be out here looking for revenge. You just doing what you do. It ain't no revenge. Some beef is one way, man. Come on, man. You know that. How's it beef? You a Buffalo Bill, and you got 4 Super Bowl losses. It ain't beef. You just happen to be the team on the other side of the ball. But we ain't beefing. Shit got to line up for it to be beef. Shit has to line up for it to be beef, meaning your accolades are as good as mine. We got to not necessarily be equals, because some people think because they equal in their mind that they equal. That don't make you equal, dog. They think because they got the ear of others, because it take a while for people to sniff out bullshit. So sometimes you got a little bit of time before people can smell you ain't shit. And some niggas soak up that little 3 or 4 months, a year of, they believe me. But eventually what he did to the next man, he gonna do to you. No, this ain't no storage, man. This ain't no storage. I'm in here editing, man. This ain't no storage, man. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to you. Facts over feelings. Niggas would be mad that you doing something that they wasn't even thinking about doing. Niggas show up to your graduation from karate class and be mad at you. How come you didn't tell me you was doing karate? I'd have did karate too. You just gonna sneak behind my back and learn karate? Nigga, I done sneak behind your back and do shit. I did what I be doing. How you gonna make my life centered around you? You gonna sneak behind my back and learn jujitsu and you ain't gonna tell me? And you just gonna invite me to the graduation? Nobody's sneaking behind. How that look to other people? You doing karate, you ain't tell me you doing karate. Now you the only one in the crew know karate. Then he gonna call other motherfuckers. Hey, look, man, check this out, man. Did Kraig tell you he was doing karate? I just thought he was playing basketball. This motherfucker gonna learn a martial art and not tell us? Nah, fuck all that, man. I want to kick too. I want to up kick, down kick, sweep kick niggas. He didn't tell us. Sneaking like you. I let you sneak behind. I kind of knew what was going on. I just let him do it. I let you talk to me crazy after you finished karate. I let you. I'm telling you, man, it's a cold world. It's a cold, cold world, man. Some niggas out here losing and they don't even know it. Some of you niggas losing and you don't even know it. Losing. Some of you niggas out here got 4, 5 bedroom houses and you're renting a room. Every room is rented to somebody different. If you in a 4, 5 bedroom house and you renting rooms, you can't afford the motherfucker. The carpet's dirty in the motherfucker. You in a $500,000 house and the carpet's dirty. You got 2 pots, a pan, a bowl, and 5 plates in the kitchen. Come on, man. These niggas out here fake balling, man. Pool dirty. Pool dirt's been that same brown stain at the bottom of the pool. You can't even get the pool clean right. Come on, man. And you want to talk down on a player, man. These niggas should talk down on you because they life fucked up. Can't trust them all, man. Some of these cats ain't shit, man. Mad about what another nigga ain't doing for you. You got to get away from that nigga, too. The nigga that's mad about something that somebody didn't do for him. Appreciate it, man. We had a whole $8. I love y'all for it, man. See how it go? We work together. I drop a little science. You break a little bread so I can buy some new appliances. Is the title podcast? I don't know. I just went live on my phone. Kraig the Egg. Kraig got a protein powder under the cap. No, man. I drank all the water, man. I drank it all. I'm telling you, dog. Kraig the best roaster. Thank you. It's Bay's Bomber. These niggas in denial, man. Everybody around you do the same drugs as you. Everybody in your clique is on coke. And y'all fuck with people who enable you, that allow you to just be around them and abuse drugs and you feel okay. It's time to say what ain't being said. Some of these niggas is drug addicts and all they friends is drug addicts. And their whole inner circle are people that give them access to that drug they want. Some of y'all is coke. Some of y'all is weed. It ain't no problem. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But don't bring that that dope fiend logic into the world of niggas that's actually making moves. Some of you niggas have spent 15 grand on dope this year. It could have had you your own podcast studio, your own cameras. You could have flipped 4 or 5 cars. You could have went on 7, 8 vacations, but you spent 15 grand on dope this year. And it ain't nothing wrong with it if you're honest with yourself about it. But don't be blaming motherfuckers for your problems in life when you spent the money that could have changed your life on keeping your life the same. Come on, man. Somebody said Buka Bone my daddy. Hell no, that ain't my motherfucking daddy. That's my kid. You said that's a lot, but that's average in LA. Niggas be out here with 4, 5 different habits. Dope, weed, cigarettes, candy, prostitutes. I mean, niggas be out here with habits galore. I'm coming to Atlanta soon. Then be the niggas blaming everybody for their problems. Always talking about who hating on them, who don't want to see them shine, who's selfish and ain't helping motherfuckers out. Help yourself out, nigga. Mike Dub. Fuck you too, Mike Dub. Why would you come in here and say boring, nigga? Take your ass on, nigga. Boring. You was raised around white people. Boring. I didn't get to where I was at because motherfuckers liked me. You think I base what I do on how another person feels about me? The motherfuckers that love me know I love them. So you come in here talking about boring. Boring. Let's see how boring your live is, nigga. When you go live, Mike. Go to your page and go live. Let's see how boring your live is, you piece of shit. We all been thrown out by a broad before. Every real nigga has been thrown out by a woman. That's how you know you laying pipe. Kraig, that uncle don't shut up at the barbecue. You damn right. Town business, what's happening with you? Boring. Fuck kind of nigga is that, man? You gonna troll a nigga. You gotta be funnier than me to troll me. You just in here saying shit that ain't funny. Boring. He beats women. I ain't never beat a woman. Cassie will break you for all you got. The boring nigga. That bitch will take all your money. Yet Orlando Brown was crazy. Shout out to Orlando. Boring. God. Kraig always sick that why Cassie beat on her queen. Damn. This is life after all death digital. Here go Antonio again. Shut the fuck up, Antonio. Purchase a ticket to see me live and be the fuck quiet. 5150. If your girl don't hate you, then her friends won't date you. Hey, you gotta let her know when she's wrong. You're dropping facts when you cut off somebody close to you with devious gossip tendencies. Is it best to let them know you're cutting them off or just let them associate? That's a great question, Sir Francis. So here's the thing. He asked me if when you cut somebody off that's gossiping, is it best to let them know or is it best just to let the friendship die? If someone has empathy and truly cares about you, when your interactions become more limited, they'll notice it and they'll contact you. Now, I'm not saying that should be a strategy to stop fucking with them until they call you. But what I'm saying is when somebody cares and a part of the relationship changes, they'll want to know why. What you have to dig into is a few things, bro. You have to dig into the why. Like, you got to get 10 questions deep with this motherfucker on why. You got to be able to ask him, hey, bro, why are you always talking about motherfuckers like that when they're not around? Do you talk about me when I'm like that when I'm not around? What are you gaining from it? What is the end game by gossiping and saying things that ain't true? Like, how do you think this other person would feel if he knew you were starting a conversation about him when he wasn't here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go 10 questions deep. You feel what I'm saying? Most people aren't gonna go 10 questions deep. When somebody is trying to introduce chaos into your life, that's because you're the target of something. They're targeting you because you have something that they want: status, money, esteem, position, and they're trying to figure out how to get that either from you or in spite of you. Period, point blank. Now, when you run a business, that's a whole different thing. When you run a business, you got to be confrontational immediately and figure out what's going on. Because people who have never spent money and ran a real business, they'll take what it takes for you to run your business personal. If you tell them and set a boundary, you can't do this. You got to be here at this time. You can't talk to people this way. Hey, man, you can't fuck with my equipment like that. Hey, bro, you can't smoke weed in here. You can't smoke weed out there. They're going to take all that as disrespect, and they'll get rid of themselves. As soon as you start to create them boundaries, they'll get rid of themselves. But you got to figure out what type of friendship this is. Is this a friendship on a personal level, a business level, so on and so forth? But you always want to understand what that person views your friendship as, because you don't want to give somebody personal shit that don't fuck with you on that level, because that's just going to be, when you give somebody that don't fuck with you personal information, you're weaponizing them against you. They're gonna take those things that are personal that you tell them, intimate secrets and so on and so forth, and they're gonna use them against you by triangulating the circle of people around you with that information. You know what I'm saying? They'll weaponize your struggle and make it seem like you're falling off. You're the only one that thinks like that. What's wrong with him? Is he going crazy? They'll start gaslighting you. I think he's losing his mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when they notice weakness in people in your circle, they will use that personal information that you've given them to target those weak people and make those weak people turn against you. You got to really understand how deep it is. When somebody is triangulating, they're filling a void. So this attack that will occur to you if you the man or woman, if you somebody that's on point, you got something going, believe me, the attack is coming. Your success is enough to make somebody hate you. You don't have to say something disrespectful or do something disrespectful. You just have to be something that makes them feel small, which is a man or a woman of integrity. Someone with integrity is always a target to somebody who wants to triangulate. They're going to always act like what you're saying ain't real. They always looking for a way to tear you down. That's why you got to really understand why you have certain people in your life. You got to know the why, because if you don't know who you are, then you're not going to know what you're doing. When you know who you are and why you do something, it makes it very easy to do what you need to do to protect you and your family. But if you're confused in who you are and why you are, that slow reaction can cost you. You feel what I'm saying? And all you got to do is go back and watch all of my old shows, and you'll see what I'm saying happening live in effect. And this is some shit I know from experience. You know what I'm saying? It's not some shit that I've read about this shit and done research, but this is some shit I know from experience. Period, point blank. Straight from the scrolls, man. Where did you come from and who sent you? All those are questions you should ask somebody. Why a sudden interest in what I got going on? What is it here? What is it here that you want? Do you see something that I have that you want? What is it that you want? Why do you want it? Okay. Well, what do you feel I can do to help you get that? Now, do you want to create your own, or do you want a piece of what I have? Because there's a complete difference between somebody who wants to be successful and then somebody that wants your success. It's easy to sniff them out, but you got to see past that love bombing and realize what's really going on. But here's the thing. I was raised, if you can't say it to someone's face, shut up and look a man in the eye. Simple. I was raised that way too, but that's not completely true. Let me tell you why. Because some people will play stupid so they can figure out what you got going on. So they'll come around you and they'll make mistakes in a position that forces you to stop everything you have going on and pay attention to them. They'll get in the way because some people figure if they get in the way, they can be noticed. Some people are only trying to be noticed by the people you do business with and the people that you have relationships with. They want other people to know that they exist. So they'll do things to bring attention to themselves. Look at my situation a couple months ago. Niggas start making videos saying shit that wasn't true about me talking about niggas and all this other weirdo shit. That's because they're trying to get the attention of those that I do business with, create with, because they want to replace me in my circle, not understanding that I don't have no circle. I do business with motherfuckers. So you can do business with who I want to do business with as long as you got the bread or the talent or whatever. But some people don't see it that way. They want to remove you because they're competing with you. They want to step into your lane and they don't want to have any competition. It's a very sneaky tactic. If you're not paying attention, you're going to feel like, oh, I need to, you're going to feel like it's just going to have you all out of sorts. So and it ain't personal. Once you realize the tactic, you just remove yourself and keep pushing. That's all. It ain't personal because whatever the motherfuckers is doing to you, they doing to the next person. It's just a build-up. That's all it is a build-up. I'm telling you, man, but once you start moving in a direction, you really, really, really got to pay attention. And everything is not to be announced. Once you see it on somebody, you just create that boundary and you don't let them cross it. Believe me, they're going to keep trying to cross it because you have something that they want. You have something that they want. You got to be firm with those boundaries. They're going to offer you some weed. You want to smoke? You want to smoke? You smoke weed? I got the weed on deck. You want to smoke? You want to smoke? You need a ride? No, I got you, man. You parked out for I got you. You need a ride? You got to, nah, I'm good. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You don't want to smoke? You don't need a ride? Oh, man, don't even, your money ain't good with me. I got this dinner. Your money ain't good with me. No, bring your girl. It's all good. It's all good. Bring your girl. Hey, man, introduce me to them people, man. I want to meet them, too. Oh, you sure you want to introduce? Some people you got to let build on their own. They're going to take, and they're going to cheat, and they're going to do all the things to corrupt you. And then when they think they got what they need from you, they're going to discard you and start talking bad about you and act like you ain't shit and act like you ain't did nothing for them, act like you ain't tripping, all that shit, dog. Anybody that is scraped up by bullshit people, when they do that, you got to be happy that they leave your life. This is general information. That this ain't light skin, dark skin shit. This is general shit. They took my hairline, dog. What you mean they trying to take my hairline? They took it. It's gone. What you mean, man? I got an interview with Tariq Nasheed dropping soon. Man, make sure y'all watch that. Got an interview with Tariq Nasheed dropping soon, man. It's a great interview, man. I think y'all gonna like it. I got a few other ones. Any advice on depression? Get over it. Depression is a chemical imbalance, and sometimes it's a perception, an error in perception. Get up and create, man. Write you a poem, write you a rap, whatever you like to do, create. But don't fucking sit and be depressed. Ain't shit gonna change. One day you're gonna realize I've been wasting all this time. I could have just got my ass up. Also, affirmations. Repeat to yourself how great you are every day. First thing you do in the morning. Probably got to change your diet, man. You probably eating fucked up. That's got you feeling fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's various forms of depression, man. You got to remember, there's such a thing called a confirmation bias. So you got to really, you know, change what you eat, change what you do, change the scenery, because you're going to start to filter everything through that depressed lens, and everything is going to seem like it's okay for you to be depressed, and it's not. That's a choice that you got to fight. You got to get up and fight, motherfucker. Because if you dead and gone, I know you think that we going to be thinking about you forever. You're going to cross people's mind every once in a while, but shit, 10 years later, motherfuckers ain't going to be talking about you no more. So you got to do shit because that's what you want to do. Not because you're trying to get the attention of other motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody that special. So don't think if you're feeling suicidal or depressed that, you know, if you go through with it or if you're feeling bad on you, that we're going to be here thinking about you 10 years from now. Because we not. Michael Jackson is greater than everybody put together in this motherfucker. And I ain't thought about him in a long time. You know, so just, man, we love you out here. But he said, I'm special. You're special to you. But what I'm saying is, to other people, you're not as special to them as you are to you. I know you want to think you are, you know what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. Self-preservation is number one. And at the end of the day, everybody is trying to figure out ways to self-preserve. God, God, God. Let's not get ugly about that. That's the truth. What up, though? That's a Boo Capone roast everybody stole. Dope house carpet head. That came from Boo. He told, I heard him tell a nigga their hair looked like dope spot carpet about 15, 20 years ago. Good evening. He said, that's your truth. Yeah, I mean, shit, man. That's the only way I could put it, man. We done all felt down about ourselves and shit, bro, but it ain't gonna benefit you none if you stay down in the dumps, man. Get up, build up your strength and do it, because that's what you want to do. Period, point blank. Kraig served Boo Capone a $20 sack of dope at Boo's. Nah. Y'all crazy. Boo Capone is the most naturally funny nigga I know. Kraig served Boo Capone. Craig Barber is a diehard. I can't read that. I'm back on my workout tip. Somebody said, looking good, bro. You're funny as fuck. Respect. Diddy told Kraig, give it back. Kraig from PDL. Got that goose. No, I'm not from PDL, but I know a lot of motherfuckers. Got a lot of family from there. Shout out to them cats, man. I don't gang bang. Yeah, get some sun. That's some great advice. Somebody said, why do you build me up, Buttercup baby? The unicorn of humans. Oh, you a legend, Skinner. Let's get this motherfucker up to 1,000 likes, man. Give y'all this hour today. I'm dropping a pre-recorded show on. Look, man, I spilled berry all over my shit. On Wednesday or Thursday. So make sure y'all check that out. Shit. Don't talk about that because cops might pull up. Man, I love y'all, man. We back live. We live every Monday. Appreciate y'all support, man. Purchase that Chill Withers. Hey, man, the single for Chill Withers, Bitch, I Got the Bag. You can buy that on iTunes or anywhere you stream. The entire album will be dropping soon as well. I just got a lot of stuff underway, man. I love y'all. Working on this roast tour, too. That's been this live. This is live Q&A with Kraig Smith. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God. God!